I'm on my way to attempt to spend the night in an abandoned tunnel in Northern Okinawa. The wind and rain are starting to pick up and I'm having second thoughts. With 90% of the island's population living in the southern half, Northern Okinawa is remote and rugged, with an increasing amount of abandoned structures and areas. I'm not sure why this tunnel was abandoned, but I'm guessing it was built too close to the ocean and took a constant beating from the salty wind and waves whipping up off the East China Sea. I'm really hoping this tunnel is waterproof because all I brought is a hammock. As I explore the tunnel, I realize that A, hanging the hammock may be more challenging than I thought, and B, I'm not the only one seeking shelter inside the tunnel. Crabs scavenging for a late-night snack, a pigeon startled by my flashlight, a rare Yanbaru kuina, or Okinawan rail, are all seeking shelter in the tunnel tonight. Then I discovered why the tunnel was abandoned. The centipede. Look at this guy. Looks like he crawled straight off the set of Stranger Things. So much for sleeping tonight. After stringing up my hammock on some rusty metal brackets fastened to the wall, I gave it the old pull test and it passed. I put together a quick rock ring and built a fire. I was a little jittery thinking about that demon centipede crawling in my mouth at night, so I decided to open a bottle of wine while I started making dinner. I brought a nice bottle of wine here and forgot the bottle opener. So it looks like I'm gonna have to smash it open. Man, I was pretty nervous getting over here. I went to the wrong tunnel at first. Ooh, there's a piece of glass in there. Glad I saw that. Shit. This guy, I don't like him. I do not like him at all. Shit, might as well use it all. Not using brown sugar for anything in the morning. Seriously. Shit, it burnt my hand. That's what happened. I think they're salvageable. If we cook them again, we get the germs off, right? Turn it up to max heat. After I finished cooking dinner, I sat down to eat with Giancarlo. The wind really started to pick up, so unfortunately all of our deep conversations were lost. I was pretty tired, so I decided to call it a night. I crawled into the hammock while Giancarlo passed out in the chair next to me. About to call it a night. It's pretty windy, but it's pretty comfortable inside the hammock. I'm a little nervous. This is kind of a creepy place. I probably won't sleep very much, but I kind of go into these things not really planning on sleeping that much, so it's all good. But tomorrow we're gonna wake up, have some coffee, have some eggs and bacon, maybe go explore on top of the tunnel a little bit. So I'm gonna read my book for a little bit, The Big Sleep. It's a good one so far. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I woke up from a dream that a semi-truck was barreling down the tunnel at full speed right at me, but it was just the wind. I got up to pee, and when I turned around, I realized my hammock had disappeared.
Oh, there it is.
I decided to sleep in the car to get at least a few hours of sleep. I came back at 6 a.m. to catch the sunrise in the tunnel. The tunnel felt like a completely different place during the day, but it was still pretty windy inside. So after a vodka and orange juice, I got started making coffee and breakfast just outside the tunnel, with a pretty splendid view of the ocean.
Good morning. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I left the tunnel at about 2 in the morning and went and slept in the car for 4 hours. The wind was just too rough.
Whatever sluggishness may have resulted from sleep deprivation was quickly neutralized by coffee, alcohol, and the pull of adventure. I put on my shoes, climbed this stone wall through a rusted iron fence, and made my way through the damp forest to this concrete wall. It was too steep and slippery from last night's rain, so I walked around and found some stairs, but they immediately snapped under my weight. I came across a fat blueberry hermit crab and a medium-sized banana spider before pulling myself up onto the roof of the tunnel with the aid of some tree branches. The view was worth the climb. This looks like a good place to polish off the rest of the wine. Yep, don't get no better than this, unless you're into hotels. Well guys, that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed this tunnel camping adventure, sort of. I started mumbling incoherently at this point, which is why I like to write out my scripts. If you enjoyed this adventure, please consider subscribing and leaving a like and a comment. It's very much appreciated. Godspeed, friend. Until we meet again.
Nice.